Alright guys, in this video I'm going to be taking a look at the 5 gram PAMP Suisse Fortuna gold bar. I'm sure most of you have seen other Fortuna bars with the similar Lady Fortuna design on it. I think it looks very neat. I think this is perhaps this and the Britannia bar are perhaps some of the best looking bars out there in terms of the artwork on them. At the back you've obviously got PAMP Suisse mentioned, 5 grams, fine gold, 999.9, got the certificate number, and you've got the assay card obviously. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. This is something that I picked up a long time back, and if it had been any larger, if the bar had been any larger, perhaps an ounce or a couple ounces, I would have made some serious cash on it. You know, gold now is about 1485 as of today, and I think I picked this up when gold was about under $1,000, just $1,000, perhaps even 1100. Doesn't ring a bell, but you know, it is what it is. You've got to kind of keep stacking and kind of growing your holdings over time. I think that's kind of one of the areas where a lot of people go wrong when they stack things like silver and gold. You know, they look at it as they compare it to other investments like forex or equities and what have you. But I don't think the approach should be the same. You know, me personally, I don't look at precious metals as much of an investment as I do as an insurance or some sort of a hedge on my total net worth, right? Because every time the dollar goes down, you know, precious metals and real estate kind of get more valuable, and vice versa, right? So if you've got, let's say, about 50% of your net worth into things like precious metals and real estate, let's say about 30 and 70 between precious metals and real estate, and the other 50% in cash, dollars, or whatever else that the case may be, but preferably the US dollar. You know, every time the dollar goes down, you've got the other 50% of your net worth, which is your real estate and precious metals, kind of increasing in price. And every time the dollar kind of increases in value, you've got precious metals and real estate decreasing in value. But essentially what you're ensuring over time is that you kind of preserve all the wealth that you've got. And I think that's a much better way to look at investing in precious metals and real estate than looking at it as something that's going to perhaps, you know, make you a ton of money real quick. I mean, yeah, you've got things like, you know, rental cash flow and what have you in real estate, and you can obviously kind of sell your precious metal holdings at any point in time, but a better approach to have is to obviously look at them as you know, kind of a hedging instrument for your wealth. And yeah, I think that is going to do it for this video. I will leave a link in the description down below for these PAMP Suisse Fortuna bars, and if any of you out there want to grab yourself one of these, you can go right ahead and do that. I'm not quite sure as to whether now is a good time or not, because I've had about a month and a half or about 2 months where gold has consistently kind of paralleled between 1450 and above $1,500 an ounce. Looking at how the rest of the economy and the other instruments such as equities and the other commodities have been doing, I'd be willing to bet that it's going up, perhaps somewhere in the realm of about $1,800 or perhaps even $2,200 if we're lucky, but it's all cyclical, right? So now might be a good time to kind of buy in and watch it go up in value for those of you that kind of want to make a return on it, perhaps within a year or a couple years. But for those that want to kind of stick to your precious metal holdings for, let's say, about 20 years, you know, it doesn't really make a difference, because over that period of time, perhaps simply driven by inflation, that the value of your metals are going to increase, measured by the dollar, right? And so it really wouldn't make a difference if you buy in now at 1450 or 1550. It couldn't matter less. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Have a good one. Bye now.